Hello everyone, today I'm just going to be doing a little informative interview with my good buddy John. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, my name's John Acevedo. I'm Dawson's friend. I live in Canton, and I met him on campus last semester.
So I just have a couple of questions pertaining to your career field, your job, and your major, just some general stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Alright, let's get started.
Alright.
So first I want to start by asking you the important question. What are you majoring in right now?
So my major is currently communication. I'm looking into MENT or organizational communication, so I'm kind of undecided on that.
So what do you do currently? What's your job?
So I'm a server at a sports bar in Cumming called Castleberry, and it's pretty much what I do.
What do you do at your job?
So it's a lot of back and forth between like serving, and I do some managerial stuff sometimes, but mostly serving.
Okay. And how long have you been working at your job?
I'm nearing a year now. It'll be a year in October, so getting close to that mark.
And is this your first job in this profession, or have you worked in other places similar before?
No, I've had a couple serving jobs before. I've pretty much worked every position in a restaurant that you can imagine. Front of house, management, back of house. I mean, cooks, bartending, dishwasher. Started from the bottom, worked my way up. So.
And you said you're majoring in communications, but you're teetering on media entertainment?
Yeah.
Okay. So are there any skills of your job that you think could apply to a career in media and entertainment?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's always important to be personable, and you can't really get around that in serving. You meet a lot of new faces, see a lot of new people, and those skills kind of translate to any job.
I can totally see. I work at a grocery store, customer service, you know.
Yeah.
Any facets of school that you think you could apply to your current job?
Ooh, that's a good question. I guess recently, this semester, I'm taking a public speaking class, so that kind of helps in, that communication aspect of, like, getting comfortable in front of talking in front of people, stuff like that. And also, we're learning about being, like, good listeners there, too, which I know sounds, like, kind of elementary, but that's also an important thing that kind of gets glossed over.
Yeah. I took that class last semester, and it's really important to be active listener.
Exactly, yeah.
So, if I may ask, what is your dream job, or what career are you striving to go for with your college career?
I'd love to do something in like the entertainment industry. I could even see myself being a writer, or even do something in like HR kind of deal.
So, what about your current job do you enjoy?
I love meeting new people. You see every walk of life come through those doors, and there's no shortage of people at a job like that. So it's kind of nice just to see how everybody interacts and where everybody comes from. It gives you like a worldly view of things.
Totally. Are there any parts of your job that you, per se, don't really like or aren't as fond of?
Yeah, I mean, there's always parts of jobs. Like, no job is perfect, right? So, I mean, you have problems with management at my job, and it does get repetitive sometimes. You come in, serve a bunch of tables, do the same thing over and over again, and it kind of does feel like that monotonous clock in, clock out kind of thing. So,
well, being that you said you want to work in media entertainment or possibly HR, what led you to picking that as your career field, or what inspired you to go down that path?
There are a couple things that played into that. I started off as a chemistry major, and the chemistry department at KSU is not the best. It's kind of an overlooked department. It's not well kept. So I had to switch gears and try to find something that was more suitable to like an outlet for myself. So I kind of looked into communication and see what the avenues were there, and I liked what it was offering.
So you would say that something that allows you to express yourself in a outwardly manner is something that you've been you think is
right? I mean, there's aspects of chemistry, of course, that I love, and I carry with them through my life, but it's very cut and dry. There's no creative outlet. It's very much, this is what we do, this is how we do it, and there's no other way to do it. So.
And I just have one last question for you today. What is the most important lesson that you've learned from your current job that you would say is important to apply to future jobs or the career that you're working towards now?
I think personability is really important. Just learning how to communicate, learning the ins and outs of conversation. And you have so many conversations in my job that it's almost like a second nature to me at this point. And one of the big things that serving has taught me is how to end a conversation. So it's kind of overlooked in general, but being a server, you can't sit at a table and have a full-fledged conversation all the time. You have to know when to cut it off and when to go pay attention to your other tables, and it's a fine balance between being respectful and being stern. So I think that's important.
Well, John, I appreciate your time, and thank you for sitting down with me in
Absolutely.
this beautiful environment.
It's great. Beautiful backyard.
Thank you. Well, you have a great rest of your day, and thanks for your time.
Have a good one, Dawson.